Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad Shahadat Hussain, English teacher of Hatajari Girls High School and College. Once again, I welcome you to my new online class of 2021. Dear students, I think you are sitting in front of me with your necessary materials to practice the lesson what I will discuss in my class. Dear students, you know that I uploaded my last class about a topic. The topic is tag question. So tag question is very important at the time of making our daily conversation with others. Dear students, so let's go to discuss about the next portion of tag question. This is step number 2 or part number 2. Dear students, in my last class, I discussed about some contracted forms of negative auxiliary verb. Today, I am going to discuss about another contracted form of subject and verb. You may get the following contractions in the beginning. Here, I am. In the contracted form, it will be am. You are. It will be you are. He is, his. He will, he'll. You will, you will. They are, there. I shall, I'll. Rahim is, Rahim's. I have, I have. He has, his. I had, I'd. I would, I'd. We are, we are. We have, we have. We shall, will. We ought, we. Dear students, now go to the next portion of our topic. Dear students, see the chart and you will get a clear conception of using pronoun at the time of making tag question. Earlier I told you that we have to use pronoun form of any subject at the time of making tag question of any statement. Now here I am giving you a list. This is subject and pronoun. For male subject, you have to use he. For female subject, you have to use she. Unmeant being, you have to use it. Unmeant being here, like itor prani in Bengali, you have to use it. Baby, it. Plural, for plural subject, you have to use they. In this way, we have to use this pronoun in our tag question. Now I'm going to discuss about the next part. So dear students, let's go to discuss about another rule. Here I have arranged a table for you. This is a statement and this is tag question. If your statement is affirmative, you have to add a negative tag question with that affirmative statement. If your statement is negative, that time you have to use affirmative tag with that statement. I'm going to give you some examples. Please follow the examples. Suppose here I am going to Dhaka. Very simple sentence. I'm going to Dhaka. Here you have to add a tag question. So at first you have to see whether there is any negative word in the sentence. Then you have to put your tag question with the statement. Here see I am. So it will be what? Aren't. Then you have to put your subject I. Then you have to use note of interrogation. Don't forget to use note of interrogation at the time of writing tag question. Number 2. Is making a garden. Here see, he's making a garden, isn't he? Just you have to make your affirmative auxiliary verb into negative and you have to use the pronoun of the subject. Dear students, now see another example. If your sentence or statement is negative, In this way, he has not done the work. Here you see, he has not done the work. Here has not. That means your auxiliary verb is in negative form. You have to add affirmative form of the auxiliary verb, and you have to use the pronoun of the subject. Now take another example to be more clear. She had not come before I called. She had not come before I called. Here see, had not. So use the positive or affirmative form of your negative auxiliary verb, had. Then put the pronoun of the subject, she. Then use note of interrogation. So in this way, if you get any affirmative sentence, you have to add that question by using negative form of auxiliary verb. If you get any negative statement, you have to add positive form or affirmative form of your auxiliary verb. Now let's go to discuss the next one. Dear students, let's go to the next one. Here you see another chart. Here statement and tag question. If you get your statement without any auxiliary verb, you have to use don't, doesn't or didn't according to the subject of the sentence and according to the structure of the tense of your statement. My dear students, here you see example. It will be very clear to you. Suppose he helps me. He helps me every time. He helps me every time. Here you don't see any auxiliary verb. So how will you add tag question with this statement? Use don't, doesn't or didn't. Which one will be used here? You have to think about the subject of the sentence. Here subject is third person singular number, and that's why we have to use doesn't here. Then you have to use the pronoun of the subject. Doesn't he? Number 2. We decorate our school auditorium on the occasion of the national days. Here you see the sentence, we decorate our school auditorium on the occasion of the national days. Here we don't get any auxiliary verb with this statement, so we have to take help from don't or doesn't or didn't. So you have to think what is the structure of the tense of the sentence, and you have to think about the subject of the sentence. Here we don't get any auxiliary verb, and the structure of the sentence is according to present indefinite tense. So we have to use don't or doesn't. So which one will be used here? Here we don't see any s or es with the main verb like this one. Here we got s with the main verb, and that's why we have used doesn't. But here you don't see any s or es with the main verb, so we will use don't, because the structure of the sentence is according to present indefinite tense. You know that don't and doesn't are used to make negative sentence according to present indefinite tense. So we will take help from don't, because there is not any s or es with the main verb of our statement. So we are going to use don't, then pronoun of the subject, we. Don't we? Then take another example. They played well. They played well. Here subject and past form of verb. So we know that the statement is according to past indefinite tense. So if we get past indefinite tense and we have to make it interrogative or negative, we have to use did or didn't. Here the statement is affirmative, we have to make negative tag question. That's why we are going to use didn't, then pronoun of the subject. Then in this way, if we get any statement without auxiliary verb, we have to make tag question by using don't or doesn't or didn't. My dear students, I think you stayed with me and practice the lesson properly so that you can cut a good figure in the examination and you can use this rule at the time of making your daily conversation. Dear students, in the next class, I will discuss the next portion of this topic, and till then you will stay safe, stay happy and stay conscious. Dear students, don't forget to visit the classes on our school pages and the Facebook pages of your teachers. Dear students, I think you are staying at home and you are maintaining every rule of health and hygiene so that you can be free from COVID-19 or coronavirus and other diseases. Dear students, so have a nice time, have a dream to be together at your school again. Thank you very much.